So at this time, I'm going to call on our good friend, Alice Stoll. Alice?
Well, here we are again, and highlighting our National Older Month in May, the Council on Aging sponsored our Senior Expo with many vendors on hand with timely information available to seniors. From the surveys turned in at that event, the Council on Aging Board determined our seniors would benefit by a special meeting with the police department for timely information on home security and self-safety. And this past Friday, Sergeant Rick Strack, and is he still here, Rick? I don't know whether he's still or not, was assigned the task and discussed several pamphlets that he had on display, as well as answering many, many questions about the topics for the seniors who attended. And we appreciate the opportunity to serve our seniors in this capacity. And again, we offer our thanks to our liaison, Steve Mock. He was on hand to share firsthand tips on how to use all these resources, and we thank you, Steve. Since we're charged with the responsibility of bringing information to our seniors, we welcome suggestions from our alderman's constituency if we can be of help to you. And we're saying stay tuned. And while we're saying stay tuned, we're wondering if you've seen these posters around town about Annie, our production that we're having. It's about the current Arts Council offering, and it's a delightful musical theater production of Annie. And this is truly a community theater offering. You don't know what community theater is until you're involved. And it reminds us of yesterday's little famous comic strip, Little Orphan Annie, and that's way back in the 70s, and some of you don't remember that at all. But we're bringing it up to date. And little Annie had a quest for finding another road, a better life, just as timely as it is today. It's the same thing, and isn't that what we've tried to do, is find a better life. And when will we find it? Tomorrow, and you'll be doing that. And we want you to meet two of the characters. Now, he doesn't look like it. He's not in costume, but this is Oliver Daddy Warbucks over here with, that's okay, and our Annie. And we must also mention that a member of President Roosevelt's cabinet staff is sitting there beside you, Frances Perkins, Secretary of Labor. Raise your hand, Charlotte. There she is. Better known to us as Alderwoman Charlotte Nelson. This is truly community theater at its best. And Annie, your turn.
We'll need an address and all for you, Annie.
Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. She's sitting playing piano. He's sitting paying a bill. Betcha they're young, betcha they're smart, that they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good, why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, maybe. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
And we want you to meet her grandparents.
This is my grandmother, Joan Aker, and this is my uncle, Joe Knowles.
Welcome. That's a tough act to follow.